Hey there! Welcome to our podcast. We're going to talk about something super useful: how to talk about your day in English.
So, let's start with the morning. How do you talk about your morning in English?
So, James, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Honestly, I wake up and I stay in bed for 10 minutes. I just stare at the ceiling like a zombie.
That's very honest. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. and go straight to the kitchen for some coffee.
Okay, let's break that down. You can say, I wake up at 7, or I get up at 7.
Wake up means your eyes open. Get up means you actually leave the bed.
And what's next, Ella?
Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. That's my morning routine.
Good one. You can say, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I take a shower.
Yes, and after that, I get dressed and eat breakfast.
Okay, let's give them a little example. Imagine this.
I wake up at 7, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I get dressed, I eat breakfast.
Simple, right? Short, clear sentences. That's how beginners should speak.
Exactly. Keep it simple but clear. So, James, what do you eat for breakfast?
Usually toast and eggs, sometimes fruit. You?
Cereal. Lots of cereal. Like 3 bowls.
That's not breakfast, that's dinner for a horse.
Well, I'm always hungry in the morning.
Let's teach some breakfast words. Toast, eggs, cereal, fruit, juice, coffee, tea.
You can say, I eat cereal for breakfast, or I drink coffee every morning.
Nice. Also, I don't eat breakfast, or I have tea instead of coffee.
Good. Let's add a question now. What do you eat for breakfast?
And you can answer, I eat, or I usually eat.
Perfect. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast.
One more time, but slow. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast.
Great job. You're doing awesome.
Yes, you're already learning how to talk about your morning in English.
And that's just the beginning.
Now, tell me, how are you talking about your morning?
Okay, James, so we finished talking about the morning. Now let's move to the next part of the day, going to work or school.
Yes, after breakfast, many people leave the house. They go to work or they go to school. You can say, I go to work at 8 a.m. or I leave the house at 7:30.
Exactly. And don't forget the verb take, like I take the bus, I take the train, or even I take a taxi.
Or, if you're like me, you say, I walk to work because I'm broke.
Or because you love walking.
Well, maybe both. But let's give a simple sentence. I walk to school. I take the bus to work.
Here's a question you can ask someone. How do you get to work? Or how do you go to school?
And a simple answer is I take the bus or I go by car.
That's right. Now let's talk about what people do when they arrive.
Okay. At work, you can say I start work at 9. I work in an office. I use a computer.
Or for school, I start school at 8. I have math class. I study English.
I remember when I was in school, I always fell asleep in math class.
Same here. Math was my nap time.
Let's add some useful words. office, classroom, teacher, coworker, meeting, class, break.
Nice. So, James, what do you usually do first at work?
I check my emails. Then I drink more coffee.
Of course. Step 1, caffeine. Step 2, maybe work.
You know me too well. Let's practice some useful sentences. I start work at 9. I check emails. I go to a meeting.
And for school, I have English class. I listen to the teacher. I take notes.
What about asking questions like, what time do you start work? Or what subjects do you study?
Exactly. You can answer, I start at 9. I study science and English.
Very good. And let's do a mini role play.
Sure, I'll be the teacher, you're the student.
Okay.
Hi, James, what time do you start work?
At 9 a.m. And you?
I start school at 8. I study English.
Nice job. That's a good, simple conversation.
Listeners, try saying it with us. Repeat, I go to school at 8. I take the bus. I study English.
One more time. I go to school at 8. I take the bus. I study English.
Perfect. You're really improving.
Step by step, your English is getting stronger. Now tell me how you are talking about your going to work or school.
All right, James, let's talk about lunchtime, my favorite part of the day.
Of course it is. You love food more than anything.
I mean, who doesn't? So let's teach how to talk about lunch.
Yes, first some useful sentences. I eat lunch at 12. I have lunch with my coworkers. I go to a restaurant.
Or, I bring lunch from home. I eat a sandwich. I drink water or juice.
Let's add some food words. Sandwich, salad, soup, rice, chicken, vegetables, fruit, water, juice.
Now, a question. What do you eat for lunch? And a simple answer. I eat rice and chicken. Or, I have a salad.
Ella, what do you usually eat for lunch?
I like something light. Maybe a sandwich and fruit. Sometimes just coffee and a cookie.
That's not lunch, that's a snack.
Hey, I'm busy, okay?
Okay. I usually eat rice and chicken. It makes me sleepy, though.
Too much food equals sleepy afternoon.
Exactly. So what do people do in the afternoon?
They go back to work or class. You can say, I go back to work at 1. I have more meetings. I study with friends.
Also, I do my homework. I read a book. I take a short walk.
James, be honest. Do you ever take a nap in the afternoon?
Only on the weekends. Or when I pretend to read.
So reading is just sleeping with a book in your hand?
Pretty much. But seriously, let's practice some sentences. I go back to work. I have a meeting. I take a short break.
And don't forget these questions. What do you do in the afternoon? Or, do you take a break?
Sample answers. Yes, I take a short break. Or, I keep working until 5.
Listeners, repeat after us. I eat lunch at 12. I go back to work at 1. I take a walk.
Again, slowly. I eat lunch at 12. I go back to work at 1. I take a walk.
You're doing great.
Yes, these are real phrases for real life.
And remember, practice makes progress. Now, tell me how you are talking about your lunchtime. Okay, James, Now let's move to the evening. After work, after school, what do people usually do?
They go home and relax. That's the dream.
True. So, how can we talk about evening activities?
Let's start simple. I go home at 6. I relax on the sofa. I eat dinner with my family.
Yes, and here are some common evening verbs: watch, cook, clean, eat, talk, rest.
You can say, I watch TV. I cook dinner. I talk with my family.
Some people go out in the evening. You can say, I go out with friends. I go shopping. I walk my dog.
Or if you're like me, I do nothing and scroll on my phone for 2 hours.
So honest. But yeah, that happens to many of us.
Ella, what do you do in the evening?
I cook dinner, then I watch a show on Netflix, something relaxing. And you?
I cook too. Then I clean the kitchen. Then I complain about cleaning.
Wow, such a busy life.
I know, I'm a hero. Let's teach some evening vocabulary. Dinner, kitchen, TV, phone, show, friend, home, tired.
Let's do a sample conversation.
Yes. What do you do in the evening?
I cook dinner. I watch a show. I go to bed at 10.
Perfect. And that's another useful phrase. I go to bed at 10. Or you can say, I sleep at 10.
But remember, go to bed is when you lie down. Sleep is when your eyes close.
Exactly. So don't say I sleep at the sofa.
Unless you're really, really tired.
Let's practice some sentences. Repeat after us. I go home at 6. I cook dinner. I watch TV.
More. I talk with my family. I relax. I go to bed at 10.
Nice. Now slowly. I go home at 6. I eat dinner. I sleep at 10.
You're doing awesome. Every step makes you better.
And every sentence brings you closer to fluency.
Just a few minutes of practice each day can make a big difference.
Totally agree. You're doing great. Keep going. Now tell me how you are talking about your evening activities.
Okay, James, we've talked about morning, afternoon, and evening. But what about the night, the final part of the day?
Ah, yes. The quiet time. Or as I call it, eat snacks and scroll TikTok time.
You mean relax and prepare for bed, right?
Sure, that too. Let's teach some useful sentences. I take a shower. I brush my teeth. I change into pajamas.
And then I read a book. I check my phone. I go to bed at 11.
Some people say, I sleep at 11. Or, I go to sleep at 11. It all works.
Here's a mini conversation. What do you do at night? I take a shower and go to bed.
Simple and clear. That's the goal.
Let's add a few more words. Shower, pajamas, book, bed, phone, lamp, quiet, dark.
You can say, I turn off the light.
I close the window. I sleep well.
Here's a fun one. I set my alarm. James, do you always set an alarm?
Of course, but I still wake up late.
Same here. Alarms are just a suggestion.
Let's practice. Repeat after us. I take a shower. I brush my teeth. I go to bed at 11.
Again, slowly. I brush my teeth. I read a book. I sleep at 11.
Good job! You've learned how to talk about your whole day in English. Now tell me how you're talking about your day.
From morning to night. Great work, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and had fun learning with us.
If you liked it, don't forget to support us. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe.
And share this with a friend who's learning English too.
You're amazing. Keep practicing and keep smiling.
And we'll see you next time.
Stay
Chill